Greetings everyone, this is Captain Ducra, and welcome back to Super Hexagon. It's been a while since I played this game. I played this game a long time ago. It was a little bit after Five Nights at Freddy's 3 when I played that. But as of late, I've been playing a lot of it in the arcade mode, and I've actually been getting pretty good at it. I haven't unlocked any of the other stages that I unlocked in my previous episode, other than Hyper Hexagoner, and I got the achievement for that. I wanted to save that for a future episode like this one. That's when I found out about the arcade mode, and in the arcade mode you don't unlock any new levels in normal mode and get any achievements, so I kind of found out the hard way, so my apologies. So in that regard, you won't be seeing me get the Hyper Hexagoner achievement because I already have it, but I want to do a series on this in that I could like complete the entire levels. I decided to call this series the Hexagon Trials. Let me know what you guys think of that title. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to go ahead and start off with Hexagon and see how far we can get into that. I've actually been able to get pretty far in Hexagon. In fact, every time I've played Hexagon, I've gone over the 60-second completion time that you need in order to unlock Hyper Hexagon. So let's get into this.
Triangle.
Alright, we're at Triangle now. In fact, I just got done watching Markiplier's and Jacksepticeye's playthrough of Super Hexagon, and they could not get anywhere past like 40 seconds for Markiplier or 19 seconds for Jacksepticeye. And they honestly made this game look hard, and once you get enough practice into it, it's really not that hard. I mean, normally I'd be looking at the screen the entire time, which I'm not. I mean, I'm kind of glancing back and forth at you guys, but as you're about to see,
Hexagon.
I made it to Hexagon within the first try on Hexagon. Hopefully the same can be said about Hexagoner. I mean,
Game over.
I have been able to get past that successfully in my first run in the past, but yeah. Okay, let's see. So we got past Hexagon. Let's see how far we can get in Hexagoner.
Begin.
We'll get past the 60-second completion rate in each of the levels that I know I've passed successfully within a few tries. And then I will go back to those levels and... sorry, I'm trying to concentrate here. I'll go back to those levels and try to see how far I can get in a single run. Or excuse me, not in a single run. Within as many runs as I can, see how far I can get. Past the 60-second mark for the hyper level and try to see if I can double that. Maybe even triple that. Because I know I have in the past, especially with Hexagon.
Pentagon.
Alright, we're at Pentagon for Hyper Hexagoner, or excuse me, just Hexagoner. I've learned a couple of valuable techniques in a couple of these stages, especially with the stages that have the rapid increase of, or not increase, but like, here, I'll show you in a sec if I get to it. Like this part right here. There's two ways you can get past those parts, those little zigzag parts. You can either zigzag like I just did, or you can just go in a succession of like just going in a decided direction through each of them. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah. Alright, so let's go back and do Hexagonist.
Begin.
Now I have not unlocked the achievement for Hexagonist in the normal mode, so we'll see how far I can get with that. That's one thing I want to do in this episode. So hopefully I can unlock Hyper Hexagonist. I probably won't get to it in this episode, but I would like to unlock it. So let's get back into it. Alright. I think this level, in my opinion, is a lot harder than the Hyper Hexagoner, because a lot of the times I've been able to get a lot farther in Hyper Hexagoner than in Hexagonist within a few tries. when booting the game up. After booting the game up, excuse me. Alright, square. I love the music in these games, too. Sometime I want to get the soundtrack for this game. The soundtrack is really thumping, as they say.
Game over.
Alright, so what did we get? 42.52 seconds. Alright, let's keep going at it. Forgive me if I'm not talking much through levels like this. They do require a lot of concentration. So, yeah, and my armpits are getting sweaty for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I played these levels before, so there shouldn't be anything new.
Game over.
I don't know if I talked about this in my previous Super Hexagon episode, but I think it would be really cool if this game were like an actual like physical arcade machine that you'd see in like video arcades at like bowling alleys and stuff. And the way that would work is, in my opinion, the farther you go, the more tickets you get. And the higher the difficulty you set your playthrough to, you get even more tickets for your longer completion. Hopefully that made sense to some of you.
Game over.
Alright, I should have been able to make that. I don't know why I didn't. But I've gotten much better since last episode. Especially since, through the past couple of days and weeks. That part where it flipped around like that you saw, that used to trip me up a lot. It used to make me fail all the time. It doesn't anymore, not as much anyways. That part, where it flipped on its head, like that. Okay. Alright, let's do this. We shall conquer the Hexagonist level in this episode. I am using the mouse buttons on my wireless mouse. I found out about that a little bit after my first playthrough, that you can use that. That has helped for me a lot better than using the arrow keys for some reason. But there are times where I've been able to, that I have clicked on both buttons at the same time and my cursor did not move. And that has caused me to fail numerous times, as you just saw. Alright. Okay. Spiral, those are things that have tripped me up too, a lot of times. In the past, anyways. Okay, these parts. I've been able to successfully master them now.
Game over.
No?
Begin.
Alright. How's that?
Game over.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's keep going. We got this. Oh, come on. Let's go. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's do this. This music is really epic in a way. From our perspective. Let's go again. We'll keep going until we beat this level. And then I think I'll dedicate the next episode to the hyper levels. So.
Game over.
Alright, let's go. I was reading some reviews a couple days ago on Super Hexagon because I wanted to see what people thought about the game. And of course I did see a lot of reviews that said stuff like, begin, game over, begin, game over, game over, begin, game over, begin, you know, just repetitive stuff like that, as the game says, you know. But no, I read some reviews about stuff that I just talked about, and that it can help you make split-second decisions. It can help you to recognize patterns of shapes like this, like hexagons and pentagons and squares, as you see in the hexagon levels. But yeah, a lot of the reviews have given this a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. Pretty much exactly at or close to 100% review. I need to know what my record is at here as soon as I beat this. Or as soon as I finish this level, as I end it.
Game over.
All right, 42. Okay, my record. My last one was 42.46, and my best is 42.52. Not bad.
Again.
Let's see how much closer we can get to that. Let's see if we can pass it. I actually just passed Hexagonist today
Line.
and got to Hyper Hexagonist, but only, like I said, in the arcade
Game
mode.
over.
So
Begin.
let's hope the same can be said about the normal mode. The campaign mode, as I like to call it. And apparently there's some sort of ending that
Line.
you can witness too. And I'd really like to witness that before the end of this series. If this series is successful anyways, which I'm sure it will be. Okay, let's go at it. Oh, I could have just died there.
Square.
I could have failed easily. Oh. The tension is high.
Game
The
over.
adrenaline is pumping through my veins. We got this. Some people find this to be a sort of rage-inducing game. And in fact, that's what I've told other people who I was showing this game to. I personally find it to be just a relaxing stress reliever game. Even though I do have adrenaline rushing through my veins right now, to some degree. But that is sure to happen, especially if I'm recording this game for my channel. Alright.
Square.
Alright, square. Come on. Come on.
Game over.
Ooh! I was like one pixel off. Dang it.
Begin.
We got this. Come on. It's those halfway hexagons they have to go through. I don't always know if I'm gonna make them through them or not,
Game over.
but usually I do. Contradict myself there.
Line.
I was actually also playing the original
Game over.
prototype version, as the creator called it, of Hexagon. Not Super Hexagon, but Hexagon, the online version. And in that version, if you touch the sides of the walls, you're dead. Unlike this one, if you touch the sides of the walls, you're not dead. And that actually made it a lot harder for me when I went back to it, because that's actually the first version of Hexagon, Super Hexagon that I ever played. And I aced that within a couple of nights, actually.
Square.
And then going back to it was actually quite difficult, because the mechanics were just a little bit different, not entirely.
Pentagon.
Alright, Pentagon. We passed 45 seconds. 50 seconds. I can see it in my peripheral vision. Oh, come on. Come on, we can do this! Hexagonist! Come on! Ooh, yes! Okay, let's see if we can keep going. Ooh, oh! What is this?
Wonderful.
Congratulations, game complete. Was that the ending? What just happened? Okay, well, I guess I just finished the game, even though I didn't even go into the hyper modes. I don't know if that was the ending or not. I do want to play a couple more episodes of the Hexagon Trials, even though it did say I finished the game. I do want to see what's at the end of each of the hyper levels, because the achievement list, excuse me, did say that at the end of, if you complete the hyper hexagonist level, that there is an ending that you can witness. I don't know if that was it, but I don't know. Okay, there's Terry Kavang. I don't know. I probably totally butchered his last name. Props to you. This is an awesome game. This is probably one of my favorite games in my entire Steam library. Chipsol. He's the guy that made the music. like I said, I'll have to download the soundtrack sometime. Let's see. Yeah, this is just credits and stuff. Escape. Return to menu. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this an episode. I think that's a good stopping point. Even though it did say completed the game, like I've said already, I do want to complete the hyper levels for you guys. And I also want to see how far I can get within a few runs in prior levels in later episodes. Because, I mean, come on, the Hexagon Trials just started. I'm not going to let it end there just by a simple ending and credits and stuff. Anyway, until the next episode, thank you guys so much for watching the kickoff, apparently, of Hexagon Trials, the Hexagon Trials, as I like to call them. If you enjoyed this unexpected adventure of mine in the Hexagon Trials, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and be sure to subscribe. Also, follow my Twitter and Facebook pages in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, and until our next adventure, this is Captain Ducra saying farewell for now.